We're talking Cowboys. Deborah, real quick, tell me your thoughts. I thought this was very good.
Well, speaking as a cowgirl, I can tell you that what these politicians are saying about a cowboy doesn't necessarily mean that he has to be out mucking a stall or clearing a pasture. It's a code of ethics. There's a rule of the West, kind of. You know, we have honesty. We care about our neighbors. We have a saying, do as little as necessary, but as much as you have to get the job done. And cowboys pull themselves up by the bootstraps and do it.
I like that, Deborah. I like that very much. All right, let's bring on political strategist Bill Miller, Democratic strategist and liar. I'm just kidding. Matt Engel. He's with the Texas Lone Star Project. Bill.
Wow, you started out calling names. That's bizarre.
Bill, Matt, good to have you on Houston's Morning News. Well, Matt, we've talked enough. You kind of know my personality a little bit. All right.
Sure. No, I'm just joking.
Now, let me start with you. You just heard the cowgirl, Deborah. She's listening to you right now. She said you don't have to, shovel manure or rope a steer in order to be a cowboy or subscribe to their values. You say Perry is a cardboard cowboy, right?
Absolutely. He's as phony as a $3 bill, as they say, but he does shovel manure. There's no question about that. This code of ethics that she's mentioned really goes to somebody who shoots straight and is honest. Rick Perry is nothing close to honest. At the end of the day, what Perry does is really support the corporate world. He's a cardboard corporate cowboy.
All right, Matt. Let me grab Bill here real quick. Bill, give me your response to Mr. Engel there.
Well, and Matt's got a perspective. I think it's a little exaggerated, of course. Rick Perry is a politician, but he is someone from Texas, and he's definitely from a rural culture. And I think the code of ethics applies here. You can fault what he says and how he says it, but I do believe there is a code of ethics that is associated with people from Texas, and particularly rural Texas, and I think he embraces that.
All right, gentlemen, hang on, if you would, please. Think about this. When we come back, I want to get your thoughts on this. This is Michelle Bachmann that's running this particular ad that we're talking about, a conservative. Why is it, do you think, that Michelle Bachmann is so frightened of Rick Perry? If he is indeed a cardboard cowboy, if he is indeed this dumb Texan that people are painting him as, why then would she be so frightened of him? I'll get your thoughts on that coming up in just moments.
You're back with more Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 7:22.
Rick Perry says he's one tough hombre on spending.
Number one is don't spend all the money.
But what's his record?
We're joined by Bill Miller, political strategist, and Democratic strategist Matt Engel with the Texas Lone Star Project. Bill, let's start with you this time. What's the big fear that Bachmann has of Perry? If he's a dummy, if he's a cowboy, what is she worried about?
Well, he may be, in her opinion, those things, but he's also leading in the polls, and he is threatening her base from the right. And, she's trying to be nominated to be president, and he's taking votes away from her, and, that's a threat, and she's going to do what she can to protect that base, and the best way to do that is to attack him.
Matt, do you agree that that this will have an effect on Perry, or does it do nothing more than just kind of bring people closer to him?
Oh, I don't think it's going to hurt him at all, to tell you the truth. I think that Bill's correct, that she sees him as a threat to the hard right Republican base. And so she's going to attack him. That's a classic maneuver. I don't think it's correct, though, that she considers him or anybody considers him dumb. It takes an extraordinarily smart person to lie as skillfully as Rick Perry does.
Matt, since I'm with you, just real quick, I want to get to Bill as well. Job numbers coming out today. They will not be good. The White House has already kind of signaled that. Is this going to hurt the president as he delivers this job speech next week?
Well, it certainly has been a challenge for the president from all year long, with the jobless numbers staying up high. But keep in mind that the jobless numbers are going up in Texas too, and Rick Perry takes credit for jobs created. He has to take some blame for jobs lost. I think the president showing that he's taking definitive action to create jobs is the right thing to do, and I think the public will respond to that.
See, Matt, is that your dog barking there?
No,
that's Bill.
All right. I apologize.
No, that's okay. I just when I think your dog actually heard Matt talking incorrectly, Bill, and the dog began barking. So, Bill, your thoughts here.
Good boy.
I got about 30 seconds, Bill. Your thoughts on the numbers coming out today and how that might relate to the president's speech next week.
I mean, the economy is really the opponent that Obama has in this election. I mean, we can talk about Republican candidates, but he's running against the economy. If the jobless numbers are going to come out and they're up, he's smart to talk about job creation. He has to, and it's essential. He's got to be convincing, but at the end of the day, he's got to produce something that moves that number down.
All right.
If he does, he's helped. If he doesn't, he's hurt.
Bill Miller, Matt Engel, you both have a great Labor Day weekend. Look forward to having you guys back here very soon on Houston's Morning News. And